And finally, more specific to your ministry, sir, digitization was one big thing, a positive reform that was driven over the last couple of years. You played an important role in it after you took charge as well. But there is a view that it's not real digitization. Just putting set-top boxes there is not digitization. You've gone on record to say that you're willing to have an external audit done to see whether that process has worked. That's my first question. What is your plan on that? The second, you've been very pro-reformist. You brought the whole FDI 49% back to the table, radio next stage of reforms. Where do we stand on that? If you could just give us an update.
See, first of all, with regard to digitization, I took over on the 29th of October last year. 31st October was the deadline for the end of digitization in the 4 metros. Frankly, I didn't know the D of digitization. But notwithstanding that, I had a hot sense that once you relax deadlines, then it's very difficult to stay the course. So we held the deadline. We went through digitization in 3 metros. Chennai, there were issues with regard to, because of certain, legal stays being in place. After that, in phase 2, we've gone through digitization in 38 other tier 1 and tier 2 cities in India. Now, at the end of this process of phase 1 and phase 2, I have had different stakeholders come and tell me, oh, it wasn't up to our expectation. We thought that we would benefit more. So obviously everybody had an anticipation of the benefit that he would get. The chap at the end of the road, the local cable operator, they've been crying that they have been shortchanged in the process. So I told our people, I said, without putting digitization on hold, because essentially now we are going into phase 3 and phase 4, which is seamless because it is municipal towns and then the rest of the country. So I said, without putting that process on a hold, let's do an external audit and see what are the takeaways, what are the lessons learned, so that we can do it better in phase 3 and phase 4. So that's where we stand on digitization, so that we have empirical evidence available out of an external oversight or an audit process as to what have been the gains of digitization, which would then equip me with the armor to rebut what a lot of people tell me privately while paying lip service to digitization publicly. The second is with regard to the issues that you raised
on FDI, TV and radio.
On FDI. Well, we've gone through a consultation process. The TRAI has come back with their recommendations. The Press Council of India has also come back with their recommendations on the print side. So I think maybe in the next fortnight, the Inter-Ministerial Committee would meet and take a final view on it. It will be inappropriate for me to second guess as to the conclusions they would come to, because that would impact on the integrity of processes. But that is absolutely on course. And FM radio, as I've said earlier, I think the ministry has already initiated the process for appointing an auctioneer. And once the auctioneer is appointed, then it is all stations go.